So I guess we're not gonna make this long, but just like how can you start turning the L to the lesson? And I think you started talking on it before, that you just said like you got to have something bigger than what yourself. You got to have something bigger than what your current situation is.
Yeah.
Foreseeing what you really want. For me, this did come out of surprise.
Yeah.
I was in this position. I was in my stride. I had my Q2 goals. I was like, I'm about to go for it, and then drop the ball. And from a business perspective, that's one of the key things that we can talk about too, is not taking it personal.
Yeah, absolutely.
If it wasn't a personal issue. Yeah. So one
this
thing,
L was not personal.
Yeah. So one thing I realized was, with businesses, they're going to look out for themselves. That's just the way it's going to be. Businesses are going to look out for themselves. So you got to make sure you look out for you also.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
In that time, I understood what they were saying. I was like, yeah, I kind of saw it coming. Like I tried to do stuff to not make it happen, but I saw it coming, and I mean that's what it is. So I'm not necessarily mad. I'm a little petty. I might have a little pettiness going on.
Because you were mad.
Okay, well, yeah.
So
I was
mad.
Okay, well, I'm a little mad.
Wasn't big mad.
Yeah. I wasn't like throwing chairs and nothing like that, right? But I guess because I do have that outlook, that's why I'm not big mad.
Yeah.
That's why I guess I can say that part. But like, how do you be able to turn the L's into lessons? Like, we talked about having the future in mind, talk about not taking it personal. Business is business. What are some other ways that we can turn L's into lessons?
Are you asking, or are you about to
I'm asking you.
Oh, so in particular, when it comes to L's referencing, like work, not like your actual, it doesn't have to be your actual job, but like if you do work for someone or something like that, and if they give you a reason, which you should always ask for a reason why.
Yeah.
Reflect on that reason. And within that reason, you can learn a lesson. Sometimes people just let you go because they just butt wipes about stuff. And sometimes they let you go for a reason. Do you want to get into your reasoning? Or
sure,
again?
Yeah.
Okay, so like for his reasoning, it was more so the company was just like, we tried something new. Because they did. They tried something new with him. And they were like, you know what? It's not working all around. And not necessarily just because of what he was doing, but just because of what them as the company were doing. Or
was not doing.
Yeah. So they were just like, you know what? Scrap all that. We're just going to go back to the very beginning. What we did, like a year before Trey even got there.
Yeah.
Type stuff. And, we're just going to hire people who've done this for like years and see if they can help us.
Well, no, that's not even.
Oh, no.
No, that's not.
Well, they hired a company, didn't they? To like find people to come.
That's for one aspect of it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like their purpose was like they just want people there.
Pretty
essentially.
Much. Yeah.
So they hired a big, huge company to do the searching for them.
Yeah, to do the recruiting.
Yeah, so it's less of, it's 60% performance, and then the other 40% was just like, we need more help than just one man type situation. Yeah. So they were just like, we don't want to pay you if we're going to pay other people to do it type situation. So, but within that lesson, throughout that 6-month process, Trey himself, you yourself, realized some things that weren't your strong suits. So now that you were in that position, you're like, oh, okay, well, when I do this again later in life, I know, okay, I need to focus on these particular ways of how I communicate, how I get things done, especially when I don't have a clear, hey, Bubba, you want to talk?
You about to get a whooping.
No, he not. Do not say that.
Okay, yeah. The way you said it sounded like you were about to whoop him.
No, I was just asking if he wanted to talk, because he talking. So I'm sorry, y'all, if y'all hear that in audio, that's just our little 4 month.
4 month old.
Yeah, just talking, But, they gonna get mad. He's sleepy, y'all. I'm sorry. He's sleepy.
We can wrap it up.
Yeah, okay. But the point is, there's a lot of things within that whole process that he learned to better himself now and for his next job or for his business, especially when somebody isn't giving you a clear cut idea of what they want, because that's always the toughest jobs, when people aren't like, okay, specifically I want you to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
So now you have now you have free will to do whatever you want to, just like you would in your own business. So you have to be able to manage your mind and manage other people.
Yeah.
So that's, for me, that's the clear-cut lesson that he's learned throughout this whole process, was how to do a different job where you're not micromanaged, but still be able to produce and communicate and perform it. You know, so when you go to that next company, those aren't things they're going to tell you you have to work on.
Yeah. And I mean, you said it best, like reflecting is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So whenever you get in a situation where things don't work out your way, when you reflect, you get to see, okay, this is what I did well in. This is what I need to improve in. And that's where you can take those things where you did well in, talk about them to your next employer or the next opportunity.
And that's for anything. That's for relationships too.
Oh, yeah.
Because when you have to reflect to learn.
Yeah.
And if you don't reflect, you will never learn.
Exactly.
So all them L's will continue to be L's and never turn into lessons.
Yeah.